What are the cultures of Davao? 5 Lumad, Bagobo-Klata, Ata, Obu-Manuvu, Matigsulug, and Bagobo-Tagabawa. And 6 Moro, Sama, Maranao, Kagan, Iranun, Magindanaon, and Tausug. Tribes are the original inhabitants of Davao City. Multiculturalism runs deep in Davao City's history. Bagobo-Klata. Klata is an Austronesian language of the southern Philippines. It is spoken on the eastern slopes of Mount Apo in Davao del Sur province, as well as in Davao City in an area stretching from Catalunan to Kalinan. The nearby Tagabawa language is also known as Bagobo and is not to be confused with Giangan.
Klata is an Austronesian language of the southern Philippines. It is spoken more on eastern slope of Mount Apo in Davao del Sur province and some parts of Davao City. Nearby Tagabawa language, also known as Bagobo.
What is Lumad? The indigenous cultural communities or ICC in the Philippines or Lumad are believed to make up about 10% of the national population. In 1986, 15 or more than 18 ICC in Mindanao adopted the term Lumad, a Bisaya word for native or indigenous, to distinguish themselves from the Christians and Muslims in Mindanao.
Lumad is an indigenous cultural community in the Philippines. In 1986, there are 15 or more than 18 indigenous cultural community in Mindanao. Lumad means indigenous or native in Bisaya words.
Tagabawa. Tagabawa is a Manobo language of Davao City and Mount Apo in Mindanao in the Philippines. Tagabawa is spoken in Cotabato and Davao del Sur provinces. And on the slopes of Mount Apo, west of Davao City, the language is spoken by the Bagobo-Tagabawa people.
Tagabawa is a Manobo language spoken by a Bagobo-Tagabawa people of Davao City in Mount Apo in Mindanao. The language spoken in Cotabato and Davao del Sur province and on the top slope of Mount Apo.
Obo-Manuvu. Obo-Manuvu is a sub-tribe of the Manobo community resulting from the intermarriages between the Bagobo and Manobo tribes. They live in the hinterlands and farming is the prime source of livelihood. They are diligent, hardworking, and consider education as an important aspect in achieving their dreams.
Ubu-Manubo is a sub-tribe of the Manobo community resulting for the internal marriage between the Bagobo and Manobo tribes.
Matigsalug. The Matigsalug are an indigenous group who live in the Tigwasalug Valley in San Fernando in Bukidnon Province, Philippines. Matigsalug means people along the Salug River. Although often classified under the Manobo ethno-linguistic group, the Matigsalug are a distinct subgroup from the Manobos.
Matigsalug are the indigenous group who live in Tawig Salug Valley in San Fernando in Bukidnon Province, Philippines.